Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. There was Horace.
It's me.
And Horatio.
That's me.
And Homer.
That is I.
Now, Horace, Horatio, and Homer were triplet piglets. All had been born at exactly the same time, and they all looked exactly the same little round bellies and the same upturned snouts and the same little curly tails. But although they looked identical, they really were quite different on the inside. That is to say, they all had different natures, different characters, and consequently, different things happened to them. Because, you know, it's what you are that makes things happen to you. Now, the 3 little pigs lived with their sow mother and their hog father in their muddy little house called Sty in the Sky. Things were not going too well for them. And one day their mother called all her sons together. She was so sad. She said,
"Oh, my dear little ones, I'm so sorry I have to tell you this, but your father and I do not have enough feed to keep you with us anymore. You shall all have to go out and seek your own fortunes. Horace, come here, darling.
Yes, Mama?
I want you to be a good, responsible pig.
Yes, Mama.
You know, sometimes you have been very lazy. You must get over that now, because if you're lazy, you won't accomplish anything.
Yes, Mama.
Horatio, come here, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, you're a good little pig, Horatio. But as you go into the outside world, I want you to remember that if you're going to build a future for yourself, you must be willing to stay with the job. Oh, I've too often seen you begin something and never finish it. You'll have to correct that in yourself if you want to achieve success.
Yes, ma'am.
Homer, dear, my steady, even, plodding boy, always thoughtful, always thinking ahead. I know you will build solidly, son.
Yes, Mother, I'll try. I want to make you proud.
And now, my dear little sons, go your way. And remember, be fine, upstanding pigs. Don't live too high on the hog, nor wallow too much in pleasure. Goodbye, Horace.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Horatio.
So long, Mom.
Farewell, Homer.
Farewell, Mother.
Goodbye. Goodbye, my little ones.
And so the 3 little pigs were sent out into the world to seek their fortunes. They each set off in a different direction, agreeing, of course, to keep in touch with each other and to see each other at holiday times, at family reunions. But now, let us see how the characters of each, that is, what they really were, determined what happened to them. First, let's follow the little pig Horace down the path he chose.
Oh, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free, just like I want to be for myself and shift for myself and do everything just for me. It's wonderful to be off on my own. This is the life. I can do anything I want. I can sleep all day if I want to without anyone telling me to get up and do something. This is the life. I think I'll lie down a while under this nice shady oak tree. Hey, what's that? It's starting to rain. Hey, I'll have to get a roof over my head. Doggone. Guess I'll have to build me a house. What a chore. Oh, well, I'll do it the easiest way I know. I know what. I'll build my house out of straw. Straw is light, it will be easy to pick up, and I won't have to work hard. Now, where can I get some straw? Well, what do you know about that? There's a man with a bundle of straw. I wonder where he's going with it. Maybe I can talk him out of it. Hey, mister.
Who's that saying, hey?
Me.
You?
Yes, me.
Hey, you a talking pig or something?
Yep.
Well, I'll be... What you want?
I want some straw.
What for?
To build me a house.
A house out of straw? It ain't practical.
Maybe not, but it's easy.
Easy ways ain't always the best.
Look, mister, you live the way you want to say, but I want to make me a house out of straw. How much do you want for your bundle?
I don't want to make no profit off on you. If you need a roof over your head and you don't have nothing to build one with, I'll give you this here bundle of straw.
That's real decent of you, mister.
Well, I like to do a good turn every day, don't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Sure I do.
Well, you just take this here straw and build yourself a house. I don't see how it can be a very good house, but maybe you'll find a way to make it strong against the wind.
Don't have to worry about that, mister. It ain't blowing.
No, but it might. Never can tell. Should always prepare for a windy day. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
Goodbye. Yes, sir, mister. Well, now, look at me. I got me a ready-made house. I hardly have to do anything with this bundle except burrow into it, lie down, and take a nap. How to build a house without even building it. I think I'll write a book with that for the title. This is the life. All comfort and no responsibility.
Yes, that's what Horace the pig thought. Comfort and no responsibility. It looked like everything was working for Horace without even lifting a finger, and he loved every minute of it. But alas, there is no such thing as all comfort without any responsibility, as Horace was soon to learn. As he was lying in his new house of straw, he heard a sound outside and a call that made him shiver and shake.
Little pig, let me in. Let me in.
It was Wilbur, the wolf. Well, you know that Wilbur was the terror of the neighborhood, and all the animals, especially the pigs, kept their distance whenever he was around. In the first place, you couldn't really trust Wilbur. And in the second place, he played too rough. And in the third place, well, you really couldn't trust him.
Little pig, let me in. Let me in. I've got something for you. Let me in.
Not by the hairs of my chinny chin. I'll not let you in. I know your type, and I know what you're after. I'm not letting you pull the wolf over my eyes, huh? No, sirree. I'm too sharp for that kind of folderol, Wilbur. You just run off and pull your tricks elsewhere.
Too smart, are you? Too smart for your own good. I'll get you, my fat little friend, or my name ain't Wilbur the Wolf. If you won't let me in, why then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Huff, huff.
Well, after Wilbur stopped his huffing and his puffing, there was nothing to be seen but an empty field stretching all the way to the horizon. The house of straw was gone, and the only thing remaining was Horace, lying flat, trembling and stunned where his house used to be. And walking slowly and menacingly toward him was one Wilbur the Wolf. Horace opened one eye and saw Wilbur coming closer and closer. Suddenly, his head cleared, he jumped to his feet, and with a strength and an energy he never even knew he had, he began to run as though jet-propelled, and was way across the field before Wilbur could even lick one of his chops. Wilbur the Wolf muttered,
Thinks he's so smart. I'll get him yet, or my name ain't Wilbur the Wolf.
As Horace dashed across the landscape, he began to think that maybe he didn't like this independence as much as he thought he would. It took a lot of responsibility to be on one's own in the world. Suddenly, far down the field, he spotted a familiar figure. Joyfully, he recognized his brother Horatio, just crossing the bridge over the creek. He called out,
Horatio! Hey, Horace!
Who's there?
It's me, Horace. Wait up.
Horace, where are you coming from?
Over the hill.
I never saw you move so fast. Where you going?
Yeah, with you.
With me? Why me? I'm out to seek my fortune, not yours.
I'll be glad to help you, Horace.
Oh, I don't want you hanging around me. I'm on my own now, and I like it. That's the way I want it. I ain't my brother's keeper.
No, of course not. Me neither. But I just thought it'd be kind of nice just to pal around a little bit for a few days. Like the good old days, eh, pal?
What are you talking about, the good old days? We just left home this morning.
Oh, come on, Horace. Just for the sake of a little company.
All right, but don't get in my way, see? I got things to do. Things I ain't gonna finish, but I gotta begin them.
Like what?
Well, I gotta have some place to live while I'm seeking my fortune. It gets cold at night around here. I've been thinking about building a little place here, sort of temporary, you understand? Because I don't expect to hang around in one place for long. I like variety. I like to get around.
Sure, Horace.
Well, since you're here, you can help me build my place.
Sure, I'll help you. What you gonna build it out of?
Oh, any old thing we can slap together to keep out the cold will do. I ain't gonna finish it anyway. That'd be too much trouble. I saw a man a little while ago in the forest over there behind this bridge. He had a load of furze.
Furze? What's that?
Oh, it is a low, prickly evergreen shrub with yellow flowers common on the wastelands in Europe, but we got some of it around here, too. Sometimes it's called gorse.
Oh,
Anyway, it should keep the cold out.
a gorse. I mean, sure.
Now, the only problem is getting this man to part with it.
Why don't we just appeal to his good heart?
I never thought of that. Hey, maybe you'll be some use to me after all.
Leave it to me, Horace. You know, I'm a big ham. I'll put on a great act. Where is he?
Through that ticket.
Come on, let's go. Hey, mister.
Who's that saying, hey?
Me.
Hey, you some kind of talking pig or something?
Yes, we are, mister. Hey, do you know where we might get some furs?
Furs? What kind? Mink, ermine, chinchilla?
No, mister, we don't mean animal furs. We mean furze. F-U-R-Z-E, that grows from the ground. You know, that low, prickly evergreen shrub common on the wastelands of Europe?
Oh, you mean furs?
Of course.
Oh, well, you mean like what I have in my wagon here?
Oh, you have some in your wagon. How coincidental.
Well, how much do you want?
Oh, just enough to make ourselves a dwelling place.
Yeah, you see, we have no home, sir, and we just want to make ourselves a place to keep the cold of the bitter night off us. You know how bitter even the better nights are around here.
Well, sure.
Could you perhaps spare some of your furs, sir? Sir, good man?
Well, I was going to take this lorry there, but maybe I could let you have a little.
That's all we need. Just a little.
All right. I hate to see anyone freeze in the cold of night. Here you are. Here's half my load.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sir. Good, sir.
Yes, that's wonderful, sir. Good, sir. That's just fine for half the house. I'm afraid, though, the other half will be open to those bitter breezes. I guess we'll just have to suffer through it, though.
Horace, don't be a pig.
Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we? I guess if one's going to give something, he should give it the whole way. Here, take the whole load.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good, sir.
That's all right. You're welcome to it, though I really don't think it'll stand up under a big breeze.
Oh, don't worry about us, sir.
Uh-huh. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Good luck.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
pessimist.
So Horace and Horatio built their house of furs, which was rather flimsy material for a house. And they both hollowed out a door and a crude window and burrowed into it to get a good night's sleep. But before they had time to close an eye, they heard a scratching at the front entrance. Horatio and Horace peeked out of the temporary window, and their eyes beheld
Wilbur!
Wolf, what's he want?
Hey, little pig, let me come in. I'd like to visit you.
What do you want?
I want to show you something. Let me in.
Don't let him in, Horatio.
Why not? Maybe he's got an interesting proposition.
Yeah, with teeth in it. Don't let him in, I'm telling you. He's after me, and he's after you, too. And our house isn't much of a fortress.
Well, how about it, little pig? You gonna let me in?
No, not by the hairs of my chinny chin.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Puff! Puff!
And again, the wolf created such a tornado with his blowing that Horatio's house flew off in all directions. Another home gone with the wind. And Horatio and Horace remained huddled together on the empty field where they had built their flimsy shelter, shivering with cold and with fright. When the sound of the wind that the wolf had created died down, the two little pigs opened their eyes, and not a moment too soon, Wilbur, having missed Horace earlier in the day, now moved with greater speed this time and was bearing down fast on the two brothers. Quickly, they rolled apart from each other, and the raging wolf went right through the middle of them and was going at such a speed that he skidded all the way across the field and gave Horace and Horatio an extra moment's relief. At this same moment, they heard a voice calling,
Horatio! Horace! Run over here!
What? Who's that?
Look, it's Homer over there by that brick house on the hill. Quick, let's move.
Horace!
We're coming, Homer.
So's Wilbur. He's turned around and he's coming for us. Faster.
He's gaining on you!
We're doing as good as we can.
We gotta do better. We're getting closer to the house, though.
Here we are.
Hi, fellas. Here, come through the front door here.
Oh, that was close.
Sure was.
Well, I'm certainly glad you boys made it. Wilbur almost had you.
And thereby would have hung a tail or two.
Hey, this is a nice setup you got here, Brother Homer.
It's coming along. I'm not quite finished yet. I work very carefully, brick by brick. It took patience, but I think it'll be worth it. It's quite solid.
Yeah, sure is. Where did you get the bricks?
Oh, a very kind man saw me making bricks out of clay, and seeing how industrious I was, gave me a load of bricks he had on his wagon. Of course, I wouldn't accept them for nothing, so I will repay him in time, little by little, brick by brick, so I will have good credit. Make yourselves comfy, brothers. By the way, where are you both living?
Well, the truth is...
Well, you see, Homer, it's this way.
You mean you...
we mean we have no home, Homer.
We were foolish.
And we didn't build carefully.
Or solidly.
Well, why don't you move in with me?
Oh, that wouldn't be right.
Oh, it wouldn't be fair.
Why not? Together we could build even more solidly. Maybe build a business together, too.
It would be fun helping you, Homer, and maybe you'd give me the responsibility of painting the whole interior. Since you've been so helpful and understanding, you kind of make me see the light, Homer.
Me too, Homer. You are a real brother.
It makes me happy to help you.
To be your brother's keeper, is that what you mean?
To help you as you will help me.
You bet I'll help. I want to see this house finished, and I'm going to help finish the job.
Hey, little pig.
Wilbur!
Little pig.
Him again.
What are you worried about, boys?
You don't know how bad his breath is, Homer.
Little pig. Little pig.
What do you want, Wilbur?
I've got something I think you'd like to see, little pig. Let me in. Let me in.
We really don't want to have anything to do with you, Wilbur. We don't like trickery, do we, brothers?
No, of course
I
not.
should say not.
You sure you ain't gonna let me in?
No, by the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
Okay, you had your chance. I tried to be nice about it. Now I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Oh, my name ain't Wilbur the Wolf. Huff. Yeah.
Hey, look. He hasn't even dented the door.
We're still here, house and all.
It's solid brick, boys, like the Rock of Gibraltar.
Huff. Puff.
You may as well give up, Wilbur. I build solid.
Huff. Puff.
Hey, look at Wilbur.
He fell in a heap.
Blown himself blue, poor fella.
Hurrah! That's the end of that pest.
Good riddance.
I don't think he'll try that trick again. I think he learned his lesson. He'll realize after this that you can't just go around bullying pigs.
Especially good solid ones.
And I guess we learned something, too.
You bet we did. We learned that it really pays not to be lazy, to finish a job once you've begun it, to help others, and to build solidly when you build.
You can say that again.
It pays not to be lazy, to finish a job once you've begun it, to help others, and to build solidly when you build.
And to keep your brother as you would keep yourself.
I think Mama will be proud.